Good afternoon, everybody. Speedboat Maniac 410. It's another exciting day here on Kent Island, Maryland, with a boat that we're determining what day we're going to take it out. Now listen, you guys have been super patient with all of this. And no, it's not like some build up or I'm going to make you guys wait just to make you watch more videos. No, I wouldn't do something like that. But no, I have some family issues also going on. My mom's not doing well. Had to run her to the hospital the other night. She'll be in there for a couple of days. So I'm not saying I can't take the boat out just because my mom's not doing well, but I would kind of feel a little crappy if I was out on the water and I got a phone call saying, you know, hey, something's going on with mom, or you need to come in and come pick her up or something. So, guys, this is the part where you just get mad and disgusted with me and just click off the video and just go right now. Or you hang right here just for a little bit, because I am going to check the fluids in the boat. All of the drive oil, we already checked all of that, but the levels inside, I'll show you guys where the sight glass is, the glass, sight glass, the power steering levels, all the different fluids in a boat like this. If you guys are high performance, I know I say this all the time, if you guys are high performance guys and you're here at my channel, you're like, oh, look at this guy, he's talking about filling oil again or checking oil. Seriously, I'm not being rude, but just leave right now because you know it all. But if you don't and you're interested and you're just an ordinary power boater and you just would like to see what it's like to be inside of an engine bay of something like this, stick around. I'm going to roll the cover back on this thing, and I'm also going to open up my hatches up in the cabin. On a day like today, it's so nice. The humidity's somewhat low. It was about 87 degrees today. The sun's going down a little bit, like, you know, it's 3:30 right now on a Sunday. But it's nice to air the boat out a little bit, get some air moving around in the boat. So let's get up here and take a look and see. It's all about getting it done slowly. Again, we always do this. A man in his boat. Does it ever stop? So let's go up in here and open these hatches up. Okay. Give you guys a look down here in the cabin. Oh, it's dry down here. That's a good thing. It's a very little bit, not much. There's not much water down here at all. The carpet's dry. I keep everything open and aired out. But there's a good look at the old 42's Hugh Hefner area. It's like riding in limousines back in the 80s. Yeah. Just crack her open, get some air. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it even looked like the deck came pretty clean up there where we cleaned it the other day. Two of these hatches, as you guys already know. A 27, a 29, and I think even a 35. Yeah, my 35 had two hatches, but I know some of the smaller models only have one hatch. But there we go. You got the old VCR. And the old hot lick tube TV. Yeah. Man! Little storage cabinet in here. Okay. You know. So I'm not giving you necessarily a tour, but just some people ask about the boat sometime. And obviously the boat's for sale too. Now I'm using this as storage in here, but it's the bathroom. Okay. It's just got some pillows stacked up in here and some life vests and some lines and things like that, but just for storage in the head unit. I would never use the head unit. You can, but probably would just stay in the Cush Hotel if I had the cash to stay there. Unless it's a cool night, you know, you could stay in here, but it would get a little warm even if you opened it up. But I keep everything open. All the doors whenever I'm not down here just to get some ventilation. You got your nice little hot lick mirror back here. This is a cooler down here, but I'm not able to get the door open. I'm not concerned with that right now. You know, you got your sink, all your switches and your tube lights all up here. So, I mean, that's a basic, you know, overall view of the interior of a 1998 42 fountain. Okay, so let's pop these engine hatch covers and let's look at some of the fluid levels on here before we take the boat out.
Ciao. Whatever that means.
First gotta it always helps if you turn the battery switches on. Okay. So obviously, guys, the first thing we want to do, there's not like there's an order to this, but there's probably a 7 or 8 point checklist. Okay, engine oils here for the port motor, and here for the starboard motor. Okay, then you have over here power steering, okay, which is obviously hooked to the starboard motor. That's why whenever you're out on the water and you happen to, let's say, lose the starboard motor, or it cuts out at idle or something, you lose power steering because the power steering pump comes from the starboard motor. And here's your power steering reservoir, okay? Then you have two tabs, trim tabs, and you know what? I'm not sure if they're these ones here and the fluid levels on them are good, okay? But there's also, these are your drives, okay? And the reservoirs, your up and down, that's why there's two of them. But all your fluid levels, I checked them the other day, well, it was more like a week ago or a week and a half ago. I checked all the fluid levels. And then your drive level for your drive fluid is right here. You can see. Okay? See the glass level? That's even with the top screw on the out drive that we did like 4 or 5 videos ago, checking the drive oil out there. And this one's down here. It's a little tighter to see, but it's right. Give me a second. Give me a second. Right there. There's the glass. And you can see the fluid is basically to the line. Okay. Now these number 5 units, this transom kit, it used to have here, they're basically an air gap pop-off valve. So if you happen to get extra air or extra fluid, it pops out of here. It's like a little teeny lid. And I think the one is still on over here, but that one over there was stuck. And if and when they get rusted shut and stuck, okay, listen, I can't speak to other out drives. I can speak to a number 5, which is basically the same thing. I don't know if the transom assembly is the same as a number 3, 3A, 4, and a number 5, which is what I have. And if that air cap, which is directional, air will just blow out of it when the cap lifts up, but the cap doesn't come off of it, and it lets all the extra air out when the oil expands as the drive warms up. Well, it also, if it rusts shut or freezes shut, which mine was over there, will cause extra pressure in the outdrive, which might have caused why the seals were leaking last year, which has since been repaired. So, you know, I talked to Art and Alan, and again, we can get a new fitting for it, but it's no different than just putting a little pop-off line like this. That's all you're doing. It's any extra air comes out of it, just comes out like that. No big deal. I would have put one on this side, but you have to put a 90-degree one. But see, this cap is actually working. See it moving up and down? I'll hold the camera still as I can. See that? That means it's air gapping. So it's working like it's supposed to. So any extra oil that warms up, you know, that'd be another couple of inches, though, by the time it makes it up here and out of here. That's why it's at the top. So little things like that. And then here's the oil fill line. Now notice, the oil level fill line, you cannot overfill these from in here. Okay? But you've heard me say this before, over and over again. If you're tired of hearing about it, too bad. You're supposed to fill these drives or any out drive from the bottom up with a pump. So any air that's in the drive, the air goes out of it, so you're not left with an air gap. And then you're 2 inches low a couple of hours later and you're out on the water and you blow an out drive or ruin gears because you're low on gear oil. So you're always supposed to fill these out drives from the bottom screw up till the top screw, keeping your drive level and checking your sight glass, keeping it all the way to the screw till the oil comes out of the top screw, and then you know you're good to go, which is the same thing as this level line and the bottom of this oil fill. So that way you can't really overfill the drive. So that's that. So anyway, I'm going to do this hillbilly style. Set you guys up right here just for a second. I guess that's good for now. And we're going to just pull a stick on here. The old dipstick. Would you call me? You dipstick?
Then maybe I'll stop by at 7 o'clock tonight.
Maybe I'll cook something nice for you in the kitchen.
I'll see you then.
Okay, hold on. Just bear with me.
Ciao.
Ciao. Whatever that means.
So, I'm going to do it hillbilly style. Wes, do you have a rag or a napkin to check it? No. What are you going to do? Wipe it on your pants? Yeah. Look at that. Haven't pulled it. And the oil, even though it's a little dark, it's not black. That's a beautiful gold tint to it. Okay. Now these motors were freshened up 20 hours ago. So I only have 20 hours on the motors in the past year and a half. Hopefully we're changing all that slowly. We'll put some time on the boat in the next month or two. Get you guys out on the water with me instead of in the driveway looking at it all the time. So that's pretty much it, guys. I appreciate you coming along. We talked about where the drive oil levels are, the power steering pump, the trim tabs, the fluid for them, and all of the drive controls and the reservoirs for them. The fuel filters have been changed recently, so we're good to go on them. The oil filters obviously have been changed. The oil in these have been changed just a short while ago, so they're in good shape, and there's no hours on the oil that we've run in here, so we're pretty good. So again, guys, you know, not to do the boring video series, you know, constantly over and over again, but thank you for coming along. Thank you for your patience, and I appreciate all the good words down in the comment section and all the, you know, giving me a push, because it's been kind of difficult, not just financially, but just a lot of stuff's been going on, and you just kind of reassess and step back and go, you know, what's my main priority right now? But I'll do what I can, guys. Speedboat Maniac 410, always coming at you, I think. If you like this video, give it a big old thumbs up. Comment down below and share the video with a friend. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and turn on your notification bell for any new videos coming your way. And as always, to you and your family, most importantly, God bless.